Greetings to readers, viewers, and listeners, and welcome to this next edition, the final edition of this year's version of Letters for Lent. As with all these as with all these videos, this is going to be dedicated. This these videos for Letters for Lent are going to be dedicated to the memory of the late great Joseph Defino Sr., who was a great teacher and mentor to me. But with the news of his passing, I've decided that this specific episode is going to be dedicated to the memory of the late Pope Francis. Um, I just want to say that I usually do these videos pre I usually pre-record them, but I want to do this one today because, as we've all, I'm sure, have seen, Pope Francis was buried in St. Mary Major. Um, and I want to just include that in there because I mentioned I was going to be mentioning this on a video soon. I figured this video would be a good time to talk about it. If there's one thing that Pope Francis, God rest his soul, did and Joseph Jr. shared, Joseph Sr. shared, is that they both showed mercy. They were tough. They were very strict, but they always showed mercy, not only to themselves but also to others. They radiated the mercy that was not only given to them, but was also shown to them. Um, and on that note, Pope Francis's whole pontificate could be predicated on mercy, and this is nothing new. This is nothing new for any Roman Catholic. Um, as of I mean, I should have been done with this letters from Lent on Easter Sunday, which would be last week, but I feel like Letters for Lent should end on Divine Mercy Sunday. I've long been a believer of that because I feel like this should be something that. What's the point if I'm going to be doing an extra video on a Letters for Lent? So I figured this might be the closing part for this. Um, but I want to just say that mercy to readers and viewers and listeners is something that we should not only share with each other. Like, if someone wrongs a person, that person should forgive them. It's the right thing to do because it'd be one thing to say justice is deserved, that I deserve to kick you in, or I decide to turn the other cheek if I want to. Um, but it's also important to realize that mercy. I mean, mercy says even though I want to, I'm not going to because I want to be the better person. I want to be the better individual. And that's something I think we all we need right now in the world. But I feel like also, I mean, it's one thing to say that people think that everyone's perfect, everyone has things, everything has, everyone has things figured out, but they don't. We don't as human beings, not on this side of the board. Um, but it's also important to realize that we have people rooting for us, like angels, those that have gone before us, those that are still here. We owe it to everyone to show mercy, not only to other people, but also to ourselves. One of the things that I wanted to do during Lent was give myself a break, um, to kind of make sure I can. I am so hard on myself as an individual. I am so hard on myself that sometimes it feels like it's that I kind of struggle with perfectionism. But the fact of the matter is that I'm imperfect. I mean, I make mistakes, and that's kind of the reason why I don't like to do. I'm not a great editor to begin with when it comes to videos, but I want you guys to hear and see if I make any mistakes. You guys will be able to correct me, And if anything happens, I know that I'm speaking of it as authentically as possible. That's the reason why I don't do any that's the reason, even with the hot takes and even with the Letters for Lent or the Advent Hope, I do these live. I mean, I'm not a great editor by any stretch of the imagination because I'm pretty sure I would have gone through a couple of other takes already. But I want to show you guys that I'm imperfect. I want to show all of you, to readers and viewers, listeners, how authentic I am. But I also feel like I want to be honest to all of you. I mean, one of the things that I wanted to do during Lent is to give myself a break, is to cut myself some slack, showing mercy to myself. And it has not been easy, and it's still a work in progress. But thanks to the support, the love, the appreciation of friends, um, of family, friends, and family friends, um, I feel like I'm getting better at it. Do I have some stuff to work on? Absolutely. And I'm not afraid to say that. But I also feel like even when we make mistakes, we should always be willing to give each other the benefit of the doubt and make sure they realize that even though wrong was done, I'm willing to be the better person and and say that I'm going to be better than that. I'm going to be better than someone's that's seeking revenge. I'm going to be better, and I'm going to show mercy because I want mercy shown to me. Um, I'm reminded of a Bible reading. I haven't. I don't know the exact. I don't know the exact I don't know the exact verse, but I do remember it's there, where one person was forgiven a bigger debt um from someone, and then that individual who was forgiven did not show mercy to the person who owed him a smaller debt. Um, and we want to be the person that's forgiving others, but we also want to forgive ourselves when things are wrong. I feel like it's just the way to go. I feel like it's a great way to be. And that was Pope Francis's pontificate in a nutshell. He was stern, but he was also showing mercy. And how did how did Joe Junior how did Joe Senior show mercy? He welcomed everyone. I mean, he was very welcoming to people that sometimes maybe didn't feel like they were worthy of it. Like they felt like everything's all good. Why do they need me? But that's how Joe Senior was. He was always so welcoming. He was always so helpful. And it's the same thing not only with him, God rest his soul, but his family does the same thing too. Um, they like to give they like to give hope. They like to give of themselves, but they also feel like they always show mercy when the situation calls for it. And Joe Senior is someone that I really admired as a fellow Roman Catholic. Someone that I want to just make these videos to kind of honor his memory, and I hope I do. So if you like these videos to readers and viewers and listeners, please check me out here on the Autistic Super Channel. Please like, share, subscribe to these videos. If you like if you like any of these videos, you can check me out on the autisticsuperblog.wordpress.com. Until next time, dear readers and viewers and listeners, stay safe, stay strong, stay merciful, and as always, shine on.